Shopping is a science. It can be studied like any other type of science. I just think it's fascinating. There's touch, there's product placement within stores, there's the patterns that people take when they shop. It's a really relevant area, and it also has implications for other things we do, like decision making, critical thinking, ideas that are bigger than just shopping. I love what I get to do. When I run out of interesting questions, I'll change what I'm doing, but I still have a lot of those. Yes, location matters a lot in the store. Eye level is buy level. So items in a store that are at your eye level are more likely to attract your attention and be purchased. In fact, when people buy space in a supermarket, eye level is more expensive than other spaces because people tend to impulse purchase more from eye level. End caps you naturally pass, so your attention is focused on those as you're going around a corner, and just because of proximity, you're more likely to grab something from the end of the aisle. If you don't have a clear brand preference, then you're more likely to be influenced by location. If you're loyal to a brand, then that won't affect you. If you reach out and touch a product when you're shopping, that results in this feeling of ownership. It's not a lot of ownership, but it's more than if you don't touch. And just that alone will make you value something a little bit more. We value things that we own more than things that we don't own. There's been a lot of research in this, the endowment effect, which is if you own it, then you're a little bit afraid to lose it because losses loom larger than gains. If you really want to save some money, be careful when you reach out and touch products because you may not realize it, but it has more of an effect than you think it does. Well, it's sort of a mixed bag. So if you slow down a little bit, then you'll be less persuaded by product location and other types of tactics that depend on you being in a mindless state. So that's good. However, if you're in the store for too long, then you'll end up purchasing more than what you had planned. If you're telling yourself that you're going to be in the store longer and not buy, that's probably not true. There's been lots of research. The longer you're in a store, the more purchases you will make. So there's sort of an intermediate time. Don't go too fast, but don't spend all day in there either.
Hi, can I help you?
A salesperson touching you on the arm, usually just between the shoulder and the elbow, that increases compliance for many people. So they're more willing to taste a sample, buy a product if a salesperson does that. However, what we found out is that some people, when you tell them that, they said, if a salesperson touched me on the arm, I would leave the store and I would never come back. There's about 25% of the population called touch enthusiasts. So these people, they're comfortable initiating touch and they're comfortable receiving touch. For them, if a salesperson touches them on the arm in the store, everything's better. There is one group of people, we call them touch pursuers. They're only about 10% of the population. They're very comfortable initiating, they're very uncomfortable receiving touch. For them, there's negative effects of touch in the store. They're uncomfortable, and they are the ones that will probably leave the store and never come back. And what's really interesting, sometimes consumers use this touch tactic on salespeople to try to get better deals, and it works.
But we do have coupons.
Sometimes people are worried that marketers are making them do things that they don't want to do. And I think people are smarter than that. I do think there's some decisions where you really want to be mindful, and I think knowing how you might go astray is helpful in making better decisions.